That was a short night. Certifiably shorter than other nights that I've had in the past. I made the plan to get up and drive this morning, which is never really a good move for me. I do way better driving at night. Like, oh, I'll sleep for a few hours, then I'll go. And I couldn't sleep, so. And then I still managed to wake up late. Lose-lose for me today. So I'm gonna drive 6 hours in a very tired state. Luckily, they make products to help with that. I'm going on an elk shed trip, 3-dayer, meeting up with the boys from Canvas Cutter, who not only are they good friends of mine, they also are sponsors of the content that you guys see on my channel. So I'm excited to go hang out with them for a few days. We're gonna try to get into the elk sheds, check on a deer spot or two, check out some stuff that I've been looking at on the interwebs, and here we go. 6-hour drive for me, short little driving montage for you. People look at me so weird when I stand here and do this at gas stations. Who is he talking to? My friends. My several thousand friends that you don't know about. Anyway, I gotta check my oil, so I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. 6 hours of driving for me and just a little driving montage for you. That's not too bad, right? I think that's fair. Anyway, I met up with the boys from Canvas Cutter. They're rolling ahead of me and we are heading out to look for some elk sheds. We might end up chasing deer too on this trip. I don't know what it's gonna be, but we got pretty much 2 days. It's raining, so we're gonna put these bedrolls to the test. Hopefully be able to tell you guys a little bit more about on these bedrolls, how they do in wet weather and stuff. I've had them out in it before, but I'll hopefully get the chance to show you firsthand. But I'm excited for this trip. I love learning new country. I've been over here before. I know my way around a little bit, but it's always good to learn it better. So hopefully we bring home a big elk shed, or 12. Well, after much driving and much ado, we have arrived at the place that we're gonna start hiking. We got some very encouraging words from some fellow shed hunters who said they just hiked everything that we're looking at and didn't find anything. So, seeing it that we're skeptical people, we're not just gonna believe them. We're gonna go check it out for an hour or so, and if it's not looking good, we're gonna head somewhere else. They did say they found one brown in 2 days, which by my standards, that's not that bad, right? We're up here with the boys from Canvas Cutter today. I don't know if you know these guys or not. Seth, Shirl. They make these bedrolls that you guys see me sleeping in all the time. But we're gonna be here for a few days, so we'll give you kind of a rundown on these bedrolls here as the week goes on, and you'll be seeing more of these fellers too. So let's go hit it for an hour, see what we find.
Go find the bones though.
Oh, you guys, I knew I shouldn't have ate all that popcorn. Man, do not feel good, and I did not bring any toilet paper. So this is the benefit of camping with other people, is I get something besides garbage food. Pulled pork sandwiches, Doritos. Sure beats spam. Survived the night. Now we got all the important things going on. Breakfast burritos, bedrolls, and a little bit of a storm coming this way. It's about to get ugly. There's no elk sheds anywhere near here. That's why I don't mind showing you this. Well, I don't know, maybe there is. If there is, I'm too dumb to find them. But here we are. Beautiful Arizona. Talk about a beautiful state. that was a little harrowing. So we decided to go up higher to see if we could get up to where the bulls have been, because we've been a little bit low. And so we got going up the road. It rained all night and it got super gnarly. Ended up sliding off into the wash on the side of the road. But I was like, man, I don't want these guys to have to pull me out. That's embarrassing. I'm trying to look cool here. Got an ego, so I just rode the wash. One tire on the road, one tire in the bar ditch, and romped it for about 300 yards or so down until I could get up out of there. And it was pretty sketchy. At one point, my truck was leaning on its side against the side hill. But I figure I'm doing everybody else that comes up the road a favor. I made that ditch on the side a lot deeper, so it'll hold more water, it'll stop erosion. Basically, I'm doing everybody a favor who comes up this road. So if you come up this road, which I'm not telling you where it is, so you won't know, if you go on any road, anywhere, and it looks like somebody and it has a nice ditch down the side, you just go ahead and give me credit for that. You're welcome. Also, we were talking about these bedrolls earlier, and I had this wonderful idea. So these bedrolls, you know, they're sewn here in Utah, handmade anyway. We were talking about stuff being made overseas, made in China, and I thought, how come they don't just start a city in China called USA? And then they could manufacture everything in that city. And then you could put stickers on everything that say made in USA. And people will be like, oh yeah, I'm supporting an American company. But the reality is you're supporting Chinese people. And then I also thought they should just have a company called USA, a plant or a factory. And it'd be like USA, but then it just really stands for like unhappy short Asians or something like that. Or something like that. Anyway, just some food for thought for you guys that like to think. Anyway, we're about to drop off the top here. It's gonna be pretty gnarly, so I'm gonna probably put my camera away. We're gonna go to some lower country, might go look for some deer sheds. I know you guys are all about elk, and trust me, so am I. But I don't think we can get anywhere near the elk today with the weather like it is, so we're gonna improvise and roll with it, and go see if we can turn something else up. Brief little rundown. We made it all the way up top, but it just got uglier and uglier and uglier. So we're gonna drop off the face here, go hit some canyons. A lot of elk sign where we're at now. I got a good feeling. Hopefully it pays off. If not, I'll just say this was a camping trip, that we were just out here camping and hiking, because some people do that for fun, right? What's the deal with those people? What's the deal with guys that just hike for no reason? I guess it'd be a lot less frustrating, because how could you fail at that, right? Like, God, we tried to go for a hike, but my legs wouldn't work. Seems dumb to me. But if you're a no reason hiker, then no offense. You guys check this out. That's a stud. Big old heavy buck. Died in the velvet. Man. He's cool. Look how tall he is on his top end. Big old bladed. He got a cheater coming off that side. That's cool. Cool deer. Somebody probably shot him in the bow hunt. I mean, lion probably got him. Man, not what I expected to find, but a cool buck nonetheless. Little hook cheater on there. Utah law, can't take them home. So peace out. I got something weird going on here. I don't know what it is. It looks like a brown deer horn, but it looks like there's, oh, it's a brown, oh, that's a Studley brown set. Yeah! I couldn't figure out what was going on. Cheater buck, massy, trashy, that's why. Oh, I know you guys want to see elk, but man, they don't get any cooler or closer than that. All right, guys, check it out. Busted cheater on the back, intact cheater on that one. He's better than you thought, huh? Better than I thought. Cool set. Got bloody, thick bases. Check these out. Check them out. All you people on IG saying that they're small, what up now? I just did a live stream on there on Instagram and showed these off, so maybe some of you guys will have seen them there, but he's got a busted cheater right there, little cheater there. This deer, he might be old, but he could be something someday. Pretty crazy. Also pretty wild that he got chewed on. I mean, these maybe, they could have been here for a month, but cool. I'm all about them. All about them. What's better than finding a 2-point shed? A 2-point set. Can you even see that? Right in the center. Oh, that's cool. So there's this thing, right? I have a really good cell phone service today, which means that I'll end up spending about half the time hiking and twice the time on Instagram or whatever. But every time I talk to my wife on the phone, I find horns. That's the second time. Last week, I picked up an elk shed while I was driving and talking to her, which is not safe, but was awesome. And now I was talking to her on the phone just now, and I found this side-by-side bomber 2-point set. I mean, this thing is gonna be like 12 to 14 inches wide. It's a real slammer. But all right. Oh, yes. Those will probably go hard white. Poundage. Dude. Jealous much? Jealous much? I'll take them. Finding anything's better than finding nothing. I say that every single time. Yeah, they're not the biggest ones on the mountain, but I'll take them. Such a goon. Here's a little update. Found those deer sheds yesterday, didn't find anything else. Slept the night. We sleep during the night. I feel it very important to share these details. It got dark. We closed our eyes and we didn't open them again for a long time. So that's very important to the story that's going on. Anyway, it's a new day. We're gonna head shed hike for like maybe another 3 hours and then we're hitting the road for home. So we've been pretty discouraged on the elk sheds. I know a lot of you guys found my stuff and watched my stuff because I used to pick up a lot of elk sheds, but that's the joy of the state of Nevada being shut down because the vast majority of my spots are out there. I will get into some other stuff like maybe in New Mexico. So I'll start picking them up again. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. But we're gonna go hit these benches and stuff for a little while, and then we're gonna head for home. So hopefully we'll get into them. There's a lot of good sign. I've been on good sign this whole trip, but I keep hitting boot tracks as well. This stuff obviously gets pretty pounded, so it's cool always to check out new country though. Like I'll never say it's not a success. Like coming out here, hanging out with good friends, hiking around, looking at new country, beautiful stuff. This stuff is loaded with artifacts like all kinds of pottery, arrowheads, petroglyphs, all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm all about the adventure. Finding sheds is an awesome bonus, but doesn't always happen, doesn't always go that way, and that's part of it. You know, I want to show you guys the reality of it. I don't want to give you a jaded expectation. There's a lot of days where I come out here and put down a lot of miles and don't find anything, but it's just part of the gig. Anyway, you guys know that. Most of you that shed hunt know that. Don't get discouraged. Don't give up on it. Like if you guys want to shed hunt and if you want to put in the time, it just makes the reward that much sweeter when you do find something good. So keeping a positive outlook and to keep hiking for a little bit and then motor for home, see my wife and kids. That's always like the reward at the end of the trip for me. It seems like I miss them really bad the first day that I'm out. And then I kind of get in a groove where I'm like, oh, I'm good, you know, they're doing okay. I talk to them at night and stuff. Then as soon as the trip starts winding down, it's like, oh, I'm ready to go see those boys. Because there's something like, those of you that have kids understand it. I don't have to explain it to you, but walking in the door after being gone for a few days and having those little guys run up to you is about the best thing in the world. But anyway, just out here hitting it. Got a couple more hours and do everything I can to get it done, leave it all on the table and go home with a smile on my face. So our camping trip has come to an end. You'll notice that I've changed the name. We started out as a shed hunt, became a camping trip, but we had a good time. Put these canvas cutter bedrolls to the test, slept through the rain in them, stayed warm. So now it's time to roll out. These guys are all loaded up. It's a little sneak peek shed that Seth found today. If you guys want to see that shed, you'll have to watch their YouTube channel, see if you can see the pickup on that one. But check these guys out, Canvas Cutter, Instagram, YouTube, all those places. They make a legit product. They've been one of my biggest supporters since the beginning, so check them out, guys. And I think I'm gonna be throwing one of their bedrolls into the 10K giveaway. So if you wanna win it, stay tuned. Anyway, any final words from Father Wisdom?
Just fun to go spend some time with Ben, get to know him.
I am fun to spend time with.
Yeah.
Way fun. What about you, Seth? Anything?
Listen to Ben's food advice. It's extremely wise. It's delicious. It will change your life in beautiful ways.
High calorie as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sugar free.
That's right. See you guys. Thanks for watching. And again, hit that like button, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, everybody. I want your mom subscribed to me on YouTube. So it's always an adventure, I guess. So I'm headed home. I'm headed across the Navajo Res here in Arizona. There was a wreck here a couple hours ago, and they said like another 2 hours before they're gonna let traffic through. So I'm debating going on a romp. I'm looking at my Onyx maps, and there's a whole bunch of dirt roads that cut out and past it, and I think I can loop around this accident and see going that way. But I don't know if I want to risk it, but it's either that or sit for a couple hours. So maybe I'll just roll out that way and see if I can get around it. Worth a shot anyway, right? I got plenty of fuel. What do you do? This is the joys of traveling, I guess. Oh, you guys, I don't know where I get these ideas from. I'm passing other cars out here, so it must be the right way, but man, I'm in the middle of nowhere out here. So I talked to an Indian guy a ways back, nice Navajo guy. He's like, "You lost, white boy?" Yeah, I'm lost. But he told me which way I should go, which road I should follow through. I'm on the right one, I know now, because here comes like 50 cars through. I ain't the only one out here being dumb. Back on the highway. I cannot believe the cars that people were taking on that road up and around. I was passing everything, like little teeny eco cars and all this stuff. Let me give you a word of advice. Just because your GPS says there's a road there doesn't mean your Volkswagen Jetta can handle it. I've passed some very stressed out people in the sand going through the whoops and the rocks. But I think it took me about a half hour to go around instead of going back 2.5 hours, 3 hours the other way. Probably more. So, worth it. My truck's making a new noise, but that's no big deal. Oh, onward.